You've heard people say over and over that if you just cut down on your avocado on toast, millennials will be able to retire comfortably, right? What if I were to say there is a way to start preparing for retirement without having to sacrifice brunch? Superannuation is a cornerstone of financial security in retirement for Australians. Yet despite the crucial role of superannuation in retirement planning, the level of engagement and understanding of superannuation varies widely across the generations. In this series, we'll be investigating these different perspectives to see how each generation can make the most of their super. In this episode, we're looking at how millennials can best prepare for retirement. As a millennial, navigating the complex terrain of financial planning can be difficult. Findex's Superannuation and Retirement Insights report shed light on crucial considerations for millennials. In today's turbulent economic landscape, it's evidence that you face a delicate balance between immediate financial needs and ensuring security in your future, with a significant percentage of millennials reassessing their financial needs. I've taken to the streets to hear directly from millennials themselves how often they think about super and retirement.
Honestly, not that often at the moment. Yeah, I run my own business and it's one of those things that you'd love to invest more in, but probably something that you put on the back burner a little bit.
Not that much. I try to, but yeah, it's not something I think about.
Often for my work, but personally not a lot.
I don't really think about retirement a whole heap at the moment, but it's definitely something that I'm looking at, more and more on a kind of a month-to-month, year-to-year basis. I think it'll become a bit more pressing a bit later on down the track, but for now I'm just trying to focus on setting myself up financially so that when that time does come, I'm not stressed about it.
To find out more about how millennials can optimise their savings, I've sat down with Simone Vasnaik, an associate from Findex.
I think a really important part about planning for your future is understanding, firstly, that compromises have to be made. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Yes, you can enjoy a moderate level of comfort, but at the end of the day, spending everything that you earn isn't going to give you the opportunity to then save or to achieve anything other than that instant gratification you get out of spending everything you've earned. Where the compromise can be made is definitely something that can be identified by doing a budget spreadsheet or sitting down with a financial professional and going through my cash flows and understanding my expenses first and foremost. Where are my biggest expenses? Where can I make that compromise and reduce my spending to meet my goals and objectives? And then finally, how long will it take me to meet that goal and objective if I do that? If I take action, where's my end result? Where's the light at the end of the tunnel? Where's my motivation going to come from to achieve that goal? And that's something that a financial professional can give you. It can give you the peace of mind that I've done the math, I've looked at the charts, I've looked at the projections, and I can understand that that's where the light at the end of the tunnel is, and this is how I'm going to achieve it. And every time you think back in a moment of worry or a moment of maybe I should spend a little extra here or this isn't going to hurt my budget, it'll at least bring you back or realign you to your objective and your goal, and it'll give you a clear time frame around how to achieve it.
With balance being the key, I wanted to hear what trade-offs millennials are making now in order to secure their future. What sort of sacrifices and trade-offs have you made now in order to help yourself in the future, like future you?
Sometimes even medical stuff, like specialist appointments that might have a $400 gap. Nah, you got to ration those. So that health expenses, I don't go out as much.
Right now, I'm currently focusing on now, but I am making savings for the future, but yeah, not that much.
At the moment, the biggest expense I have is my time. I'm working a whole heap, probably around 50 to 60 hours, but I'm clearing a lot of money, which is really nice because it means that I can see those financial gains and see those financial opportunities that I'm after and invest appropriately where I want to.
I would speak with the financial planner in making sure that I'm saving the amount that I need for the future. Haven't had time to do that yet, but yeah, that's something that I want to do in the future.
Yeah, look, I think taking a transition and probably starting to think about those things that maybe as I was younger I would be happy to spend larger amounts of money on, like travel for example, and just starting to say, all right, well, I could either keep doing that or I could start thinking about the longer term.
Just kind of day-to-day stuff, trying not to be a bit smarter about how you spend your money, but it's hard.
While this can sound a little bit dire, I wanted to find out whether millennials really have to sacrifice fun and enjoyment from their lives.
You shouldn't have to eliminate fun. Your budget is there as a realistic goal for you to achieve. Don't think that you should limit yourself and your ability to enjoy life because you have a certain objective that you want to reach, because it's going to be harder and harder, and the likelihood of you not committing to that is quite high if it's unreasonable. Set realistic expectations for yourself so that you can achieve them and feel good in achieving them, so that you can be consistent with that over the long term, because consistency really is the key. It's definitely important to look at your spending habits. You know, go through your bank statements and firstly identify, where am I spending my money? Where are the outflows? Then identify, which is quite easy for most of us, how much money you're bringing in, whether that's, you know, through your salaried job, through maybe a side hustle or a project that you're working on the side. Identify how much income you're producing and how much tax you're paying as well, to then work out, what are my inflows and my outflows? Do I have a surplus there that I can use? Do I have debt that I need to service? Is that a priority for me to service my debt, or is investing a priority? And I think with the assistance of a financial advisor, you can work out whether or not you want to allocate a certain portion of your surplus towards paying off debt, potentially paying funds into an investment account, things of that nature. But I think the best place to start is reviewing your budget and working out, do I have the surplus there that I can reallocate towards accelerating wealth or paying down debt?
With this in mind, when it comes to their financial goals, I wanted to find out what ranks higher for millennials: paying off debt, saving for retirement, or investing for the future.
At the moment, I'd say investing for the future. That's the biggest priority, and just thinking about different ways that takes shape. Sometimes that might be property, or sometimes that might be building a business. But yeah, the long-term goal is financial independence.
So I do try to save as much as I can, and then there are times where obviously I want to think about the future and like buying a house and stuff like that, but it is quite hard with everything that's going on right now.
Definitely investing for my future at the moment. I'm working a fair bit, so debt isn't really an option at the moment. But yeah, definitely investing for the future, making sure that I'm financially stable and financially secure for the next 10 to 20 years is the ideal at the moment.
I like the idea of being able to retire at some stage and not being on the grind forever. And it seems like it's getting further and further away, you know, with how expensive things are. So I think it's like you got to put in more work now.
For any millennials watching, I'd want to say don't give up. Just because of all the smoke and all the noise out there about unattainable goals like owning your own home or having a family, don't think that you can't achieve that. All it takes is a little discipline, a little compromise, and the assistance of maybe a financial professional to put things into perspective. First and foremost, create a plan that encompasses, you know, not only your current position, but what things will look like in the future. And then also set up a realistic budget for you to follow.
As a millennial, you are tasked with striking a delicate balance between immediate financial needs and securing your future. With a significant portion of millennials reassessing their financial priorities, bridging the knowledge gap surrounding superannuation becomes paramount. Through continued exploration and education, millennials can pave the way towards a financially secure retirement. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified every time we upload a video. We've got a lot of valuable information coming your way, and check out Findex's Superannuation and Retirement Insights report linked in the description below. In the meantime, you can check out some more great content here on the Findex YouTube channel right now.